So, oh man, let me tell you. Yeah. Huh. Working at the pig farm. All the dust is dried up pig poop. You get it wet, it reconstitutes, and it's just liquid pig poop. It's gross. Better slow up here. There's nobody working, but why get a ticket when you don't need to? And that looks like there might be an actual car there. Anyway, it's been a rough day. Thought I'd show you a little bit of California on the way back. Talk about something real quick. Talk about something. Gotta talk about something, right? Man, I didn't slow down too much. This is high-speed rail right here, guys. Ooh. So I want to talk about something. I want to talk about lawlessness. Lawlessness, right? Lawlessness. A lot of people don't understand the law is entirely in our hands. As a potential one of 12 of someone's peer, right? You have the ability to take the law into your hands. I served jury duty one time. I'll tell that story real quick so that I can make a point here. So I was working at Walmart. They said, "Oh, you can't get out of jury duty. We pay you for it." Well, they paid you like a tenth of what you made working. So they wouldn't let you out of it. I don't know. It didn't occur to me to say something stupid to get out of it. I went and oh, you got to do it. Okay, well, I went and I did it. And I got on the jury. This is the thing. Are you going to just take the cop's word for it, or are you going to treat it like anybody else? And say, no, I guess so. I didn't have nothing against cops. I thought they were pretty cool. Heck, if we got bank robbers or something, the cops all swarmed all over and shot them to death. Pulled a Bonnie and Clyde, right? I thought the cops were awesome. Anyway, friggin' like, I don't know. Can you be impartial? Can you be fair? Yeah. Oh yeah. I was. So what had happened is this kid had been down at the bar in Oildale, and he got up from his bar stool and got in his car and started driving home. Well, the cop followed him from the bar, followed him across the bridge back into Bakersfield. He turned left and was going along a pretty good road there. I think it was Columbus. And the cop pulled him over and field sobriety tested him. Suspected he was drunk the way he was driving. Suspected he was drunk from the field sobriety test, and then breathalyzed him. The kid blew like a .09 or .10 or something like that. I don't remember. I remember it was right above the limit. So we went through all the thing. Did the cop calibrate the breathalyzer? Yeah, they had the breathalyzer was in current calibration. Everything's working like it was supposed to. He did the test the way he'd been trained, all that stuff. Well, the kid, his big defense was that he was sick. He didn't feel good, and he had some NyQuil. And he went to the bar and he only really had one beer. And the only reason he showed up on the breathalyzer was he had drank NyQuil. That was his big defense. So we go in the thing and we're going to deliberate. And everybody's like, who's going to be the jury captain or foreman or whatever? Well, nobody really wanted to do it. And I didn't say yes or no. I didn't. I'm just a kid. I don't know anything. I'm not any older than the kid that got in trouble. I think I was 19 at the time, 20. I wasn't old enough to drink. So anyway, this gal got up to go potty, and they put the paperwork in front of her chair. When she came back, they said, well, we voted you're the jury farm. I said, oh, great. I knew I should have held it. So anyway, she went through the instructions like they'd written down, and anybody want to talk about it? What do you think? All this. A couple of people were saying, well, you know, that NyQuil thing, that's a kind of a legitimate thing. What if he wasn't out drinking and carousing? He just happened to blow dirty because of the NyQuil. And we're back and forth and all this stuff, and I didn't say nothing the whole time. I sit there and I didn't say anything. Listen to all this stuff, and then oh, we might have to come back Monday. This was on a Friday. We might have to come back on a Monday and all this junk. Okay, well, I don't know about that. It seems to me it's pretty cut and dry, you know. You blew dirty on the breathalyzer, so I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, well, I got something to say, and then everybody, whoa, okay. Because we couldn't come to a conclusion. I said, here's the way I see it. Here's the way I see it. You don't have to listen to me. I'm only 19 or whatever I was at the time. Said we've been sitting here to decide whether or not he's guilty of driving under the influence of alcohol, or just driving under the influence, period. You know, of what doesn't matter. The machine is calibrated to tell us that he did or didn't do it. And we know he was driving. And we know he was under the influence because he was driving weird. Bad enough to catch a cop's attention. I said, they don't just pull people over for no good reason, I don't think. I'm now that I'm a little older and I know better. Yeah, they probably do. But anyway, like I said, here's my thing. I don't care where he got the alcohol from. He could have got it from a bottle of schnapps or a beer or 12 beers or a bottle of NyQuil and a beer. It doesn't matter. He got in the car and drove it. I said, I'm only 19. I can't drive. But even I know it says on the back of the bottle of NyQuil not to operate heavy equipment if this is affecting you. I said, he ignored that. Not only did he ignore it, he went out and he had more alcohol on top of it. And he drove the car, and he said, you know, he could have killed one of your wives or one of your husbands. Now, I said, as far as I'm concerned, he's guilty. I said, if you guys want to keep talking about it, I guess we can, but I don't think there's any need to. He did it. The cop caught him doing it. They proved it with a machine that's built to prove that. I said, as far as I'm concerned, that's all I need. He's guilty. And they all kind of shook their head like, oh, yeah. Well, yeah. That was pretty much the end of the conversation. Everybody decided he was guilty right then and there. So, I always kind of felt a little bit bad for that. And I think it was a year and a half later. I don't know why that always stuck in my head. It's not something that bothered me. It's just something I thought about on occasion. And it's just one of those things. You know, you got to take responsibility for what you say. So anyway, I think it was a year and a half, 2 years later, I read his name in the paper, and that name had stuck with me because, you know, we sent him to jail for a while. And he was in jail for quite a while. He was in the county jail he didn't go to prison over it, I don't think. I think he spent almost a year in jail, something like that. It was like a year and a half, 2 years later. And I saw his name in the paper again. And what it is, he'd got in trouble. He's at the same bar. He got in trouble for drinking and driving. And again, as soon as he got out, he got over there and somebody stabbed him to death. I thought, man, that's awful, you know. What if we hadn't convicted that guy, right? Well, what if we hadn't convicted him? Would his life have been better? Doesn't seem like it, because he got out of jail, and first thing he did, got caught driving drunk without a license, and then he got stabbed. So he's down there carousing and cavorting and doing the thing again, right? So I don't think he would have improved any. And I can tell you this: what if we hadn't convicted him? What if he'd have gone out a month later and done it again, only worse? Because, hey, I got away with it last time, I'll just say NyQuil again. Ha ha ha. And what if he'd have wiped out a mother with 3 kids in a minivan, you know? Well, why do you say a mother with 3 kids in a minivan? Well, because my wife used to be a mother with my 3 kids and her 3 kids, our 3 kids. in a minivan. And it's just, you know, it could have been a mom and her daughter, her teenage daughter. It could have been a couple of teenagers going to school in their car. It could have been anything. He could have killed somebody. So, yeah, what if? Yeah, we convicted the guy. What if he'd have turned his life around if we hadn't done that? Well, what if he'd have murdered somebody out drunk driving, carousing, and cavorting? So, I don't know. The thing is you can sit there and play what if all day long until the cows come home or don't. And it really doesn't matter. The thing is I've heard people talk about, and this is why I tell the story. This is the point, really. I've heard people talk about, well, you're being convicted by 12 people who are too stupid to get out of jury duty. And really and truly, I think if you're getting out of jury duty just to get out of jury duty, I think you're stupid. And I got to lump myself in there too, because that's the last. I'm 19. You know, I'm 40. God, I don't know how old I am this year. 47, I think. 48, whatever. The thing is I've never served jury duty since then. I've always got out of it somehow or another. And I've really been thinking about that lately. We're kind of throwing an opportunity away when we do that, guys. Just get in there and they go, oh, so-and-so had a weapon. You know, weapon charge, right? Well, we get this thing in this country called the Second Amendment. And the judge's like, well, you got to apply the laws as we've told you. Well, no, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have to apply the laws as they told you. You have to apply the law. You have to find justice. That's what you're there for. You're not there to serve the court. You're there to serve justice to your fellow man. And I think we've been getting out of it too much, people. We need to do our due diligence and do our jury duty. And if the state wants to pass these illegal, unconstitutional laws, well, we can sit here and cry about it and wish somebody would turn that around. Or we could go serve jury duty and just nullify those laws by not convicting people who violate an unconstitutional law. You know? It's just a thought. I mean, I'm not telling you to go do something. I'm just thinking out loud here. We cry about, oh, it's unfair. We get stuck with these laws, and then we get stuck with convictions on these laws. Well, if we'd all go be smarter than we have been and start doing jury duty, we could start doing something about that. So, I don't know. That's just a thought that's been rolling through my head the last few days. I don't know why I decided now to bring it up. This state's terrible. It sure is beautiful, though, in some places. But anyway, that's just a thought. I hope I'm not screwing your day up with my little mental exercises I do when I'm driving down the road. What to do when the law becomes lawless. What to do, what to do. Kern National Wildlife Refuge. We're just west of Delano, California. We're just west of Delano, California. A lot of farmland out here. Running that air conditioner hard, trying to blow the sweet smell of pig poop out of my air conditioning vents. Oh, man. I almost finished that job, too. I got really close to finishing the first half. I got to go back, finish the stationary machine, which shouldn't take too long, probably another hour, and then go look at the little mobile gas-powered unit. Hopefully that's not too bad, whatever it is. Alright, guys, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope it's going well for you. I think maybe as citizens, it's time we start taking responsibility for ourselves and the people around us and the situation that we find ourselves in. We kind of need to do that because weird, aren't they?